Once upon a time, long before we had calendars and clocks, people used to tell time by looking at the sun, stars. They noticed that the sun didn't always rise and set at the same place or time. Sometimes the days were long and hot, and other times they were short and cold. The short, cold days we now call winter. Winter happens because of the way our planet, Earth, tilts as it orbits around the sun. When the North Pole tilts away from the sun, it gets less sunlight, and it becomes winter for places like North America and Europe. People had to learn how to survive during winter when food was scarce and the weather was cold. They learned to store food during the warmer months and make warm clothes from animal skins. They also learned to build fires for heat and cooking. Winter was also a time for storytelling and art. People would gather around the fire and tell stories, draw pictures on cave walls, and make music. These traditions are still alive today in many cultures around the world. We celebrate winter with holidays, feasts, and festivals. We decorate our home. Winter can be a challenging time with its cold weather and short days, but it's also a time of beauty and celebration. So next time you're building a snowman or sipping hot cocoa, remember the long history of wintertime and the many generations of people who have enjoyed it just like you. As societies evolved, so did their understanding and handling of winter. In ancient times, civilizations like the Romans and the Celts celebrated winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, with festivals like Saturnalia and Yule. These celebrations marked the return of longer days and were filled. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, people built homes with fireplaces to keep warm. They also developed new types of clothing like fur-lined coats and boots to protect against the cold. Winter was a tough time, but it was also a period of rest for farmers, who worked hard during the other seasons. In the 17th and 18th centuries, during the Little Ice Age, winters were particularly harsh in many parts of the world. Rivers and canals in Europe would often freeze solid, leading to popular winter activities like ice skating and ice festivals. With the Industrial Revolution in the 19th century, people began to have more control over their environment. They invented central heating, which made homes much warmer in winter. They also started to use greenhouses to grow food all year round, making winter less of a time of scarcity. In the 20th and 21st centuries, winter has become a time for many fun activities and sports. Skiing, snowboarding, ice hockey, and figure skating are enjoyed by people all over the world. We also have Winter Olympics, a global sports event that celebrates these winter activities.
Today, winter is a season that many people look forward to. We have holidays like Christmas, Hanukkah, and New Year's during this time, which bring people together in celebration. We also have the technology to stay warm and well-fed during winter, making it a much more comfortable season than it.
It was in the past. So as you can see, wintertime has a rich and fascinating history. From the earliest days of human civilization to the present, people have found ways to... It was in the past. So as you can see, wintertime has a rich and fascinating history. From the earliest days of human civilization to the present, people have found ways to